And all the profit is literally being reinvested back into the business so we can come out with cooler products for you guys.
How's it, water buffalo?
This is a Buff Talk.
3, 2, 1. Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Oldschoolmatt here. We are back with another Buff Talk, and today I'm joined by Chris Trevino, aka Mr. WTF Workout Wednesday, the man himself. And today we wanted to get on the podcast, do something a little bit different. Instead of talking about a topic, we actually wanted to talk about the business, Water Buffalo TM, and the future for the business. But before we get into that, Chris, what's going on, brother?
Not much, man, bro. Just finished a workout here at the new Crunch in Green Acres that just opened up. Wanted to stop by and have a chat with you about future plans and just how this company is gonna look in the next couple of years.
Definitely, I'm super excited to be able to talk about this. We haven't really talked about this publicly to anybody. Really, other than the small team that we have here at Water Buffalo. But just to kind of jump right into things, there's a couple aspects of the business that we want to grow. Obviously, there's the brand itself, which we do a lot of stuff for. We do the videos. We do a lot of social media stuff. There's also the merchandise and apparel part of the business, which is starting to take a little bit of a shift. Rather than just doing our logo, we're starting to get into some different things. As you see, Chris has got the Kill All Pedophile shirt on. Probably one of the best-selling T-shirts that we've ever done. And then we have the supplements, obviously, which is probably one of the biggest things, if not the biggest thing for the business. That's why we kind of started Water Buffalo Labs, to kind of separate that from what we got going on at Water Buffalo TM, or Water Buffalo Training Method. And then going back to the OG stuff, which would be the training programs and coaching and whatnot. So there's so many different parts of the business that we have, so many opportunities we have. But let's just dive right into the most important thing, and the thing that's going to be coming up soon, and that'll be the Water Buffalo Lab stuff. So as you guys know, we came out with a pre-workout last August called Buff Sauce. Right here, it's our OG pre-workout, and we did it as a testing product for the field. And when we did it, it got a lot of good reception. We did pretty well in the first year. We did extremely well, way better than I thought we were going to do. And as a business owner in this space, obviously it's very competitive. The market's, you got a bunch of big movers in the market. People are so used to taking the same supplements over and over again. I had to differentiate the way we presented the product. That's why Buff Sauce, I feel like it's a really good intermediate to, I would say beginner to intermediate pre. But the good thing about what we offered with Buff Sauce was that it could be taken by pretty much anybody. So whether you're a beginner in the gym or whether you're somebody who's pretty serious in the gym, you can take the product and still feel like you got enough out of the pre-workout without feeling like you're too, like cracked out or whatever. But like I was saying earlier, there's so many competitors in this industry. We had to make the brand stick out really well. And that's why I feel like, aside from the formula and whatnot we have in the product, just the product itself is super appealing. But I wanted to get Chris's opinion, because Chris and I recently just started getting into more of a business partner relationship. Chris joined on the Water Buffalo team somewhat end of 2020, and we just started getting more and more into doing stuff together. But when you first saw this, Chris, what did you think about it?
Dude, I thought it was awesome. First of all, I mean, I'm huge into supporting small businesses. I'm huge into people following their dreams and taking chances and putting things on the market, for people to be inspired or, get some type of inspiration. Like you were just saying, I wanted to touch up on the fact that the Buff Sauce is for everyone. It's a beginner to intermediate pre-workout, but, it can be used from people who work out every day to people who only lift, 2-3 times a week, from boys, girls, men, women, all age groups. It's not something that's overly stimulated or powerful, but it is something that is going to keep you focused. And after a hard day's work, you're going to try to hit the gym. Gives you that extra little push, to get you through the workout.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously with a product, you want to offer different variations, and that's what we're trying to do in the next drop with the pre-workout. We're changing up the formula just a little bit. We're keeping it pretty much the same as the OG formula for the pre-workout, still trying to follow the same concepts, offering a pre-workout that's not super crazy in terms of the stimulation of yourself. You know, a super high caffeine intake is not necessarily the most healthy thing in the world, and that's something that I found that I didn't like in pre's, was taking pre-workouts with above 400 milligrams of caffeine. Sometimes some of them have 500 milligrams. But we changed the formula a little bit, like I said. But the second most important thing is we have a really good label and you know, just like an icon for the product. Like, people just love Buff Sauce for what it is. It's a super dope illustration, and shout out to our artist Sam, who does all this stuff. So now that we have more of an opportunity and more room to grow, we're going to be, you know, doing different flavors, doing different colors. So the Buff Sauce was obviously in blue, but we have a watermelon flavor coming out, so it's going to be a red color, and just a lot of cool like visual stuff. You know, like visually, it's a really cool product. Yeah, no, and you know, I feel like it's really important to have something like that in the market today, because, like I said, there's so many people competing for a space in necessarily, you know, one pre versus another. It's going to be preference on what you enjoy, what you like. So we have to go above and beyond and take into account like the flavoring, you know, how well it mixes, how well it does, just in terms of being convenient for people to take. And also, you know, how looks is really important nowadays. I feel like, you know, people like to show off cool fucking things. You have that thing in your bag at the gym, and people are, you know, you see a regular pre-workout, it's just like it's not very, it doesn't catch your eye that much, you know. Yeah. When you have a product in a market that's so saturated, you have to do something that catches people's eyes. And I think Buff Sauce was that product for us, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, you know, the market is huge, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is trying to, you know, do their own thing, create their own lane, but I'm a firm believer that there's room for everyone, really. You know, I mean, we market to certain people, you know, certain people like our product, and those are the people that are going to stick with that product, you know, and just like, you know, there's certain people that probably don't like the product, and those are the people that will go elsewhere, you know, but
for sure,
you find that market, you know, and you stay with that market, and you will have people that come back consistently, you know.
Definitely. And I see that as I see all the stuff that comes in, who buys stuff, and it's a very loyalty based brand for sure. And that's how I always wanted it to be. That's something we'll probably touch on later in the podcast, but just to tell you guys what's coming up, we're going to be doing another flavor. We're going to have the original flavor. But we're also going to be coming out with another product itself, which is something I'm super excited about. The thing I want to probably talk about here the most was the nootropic and essential amino acid product that we put together. The reason why I thought this was the best next move was because there's only one other product out there on the market that does what we do in terms of the essential amino acid nootropic product. And I think it's a product that myself will be addicted to taking. I already am with the samples I have. I've eaten up every single sample I've taken almost every day. The reason is because this product is something that not offered on the market to the formula which we have. The other product that's in the market is more of an amino acid product with nootropics in it. Ours is a nootropic product with amino acids in it, if that makes sense to the viewers. We're focused on getting people to perform not only in the gym at their best capabilities, which this can be used in the gym, but just as a lifestyle product. You know, a lot of days people don't have the energy or the mental capacity to do everything they have to do, work out, and then also be able to enjoy life. And that's something that nootropics have offered a lot of people, myself included, was a sense of peace and clarity when I think and being productive. The reason is, we can get into the science and all that stuff, and I'm sure we will, but the basics is that nootropics allow your brain to basically function better. You know, when you go into the gym and you want to use a pre-workout, pre-pump product, they're making your muscles perform better. They're making the blood flow perform better in the gym, so you get, in turn, a better workout. The way nootropics work is that they allow your brain basically to get a pump like your muscles will in the gym. But these certain herbs like ginkgo biloba and alpha GPC, these allow your brain to function better and function at higher capacities, which will make your day a lot better without having to crunch like a bang or two bangs. And that was the whole purpose of this product, was to offer a stimulation of the mind and the muscles as well. I'll get into the next part of the essential amino acid part of the product, but without, you know, overstimulating yourself. And Chris and I know both, because we both are pretty busy people, like, you know, caffeine is a really easy cop out for energy. And you know, I don't know if anyone else is watching out here that, you know, takes a lot of caffeine, but there's a lot of negative side effects of taking too much caffeine at one time, and can cause some long-term dependency issues. And that's the problem that I wanted to fix with this product, was offering something that gave somebody a pick me up without having to overstimulate themselves with extra caffeine. So
Yeah, I would totally agree. I mean, this nootropic product. I mean, I've taken the samples myself, and I'm extremely excited for it to be out on the market for people to try, because it works. It's something that you can take in the morning when you wake up before going to work. And it really does get your brain going. It helps you stay focused. It clears up that fogginess, or anything from tiredness to sleepiness to you maybe didn't have a good breakfast, anything like that. It really gives your brain the opportunity to open up and work well, work more efficiently.
Definitely. And the thing is with nootropics versus a stimulant is that nootropics offer, like you said, more of like a clarity of your mind rather than a stimulation of your mind. There's a big difference. Stimulation is good. Obviously, we like to be stimulated, but stimulation also comes with a negative side effect, and that's a crash. We do have caffeine in the new product, which is at a low level. It's about 80 to 100 milligrams. Haven't got the full spectrum of what it's going to be exactly, but it'll be a very low stimulated product, which will offer you a better ability to not crash off of something like this. Because as much as we love Buff Sauce, it has 250 milligrams of caffeine. And the reason why you don't crash with Buff Sauce is because you are in a gym and you're exerting energy and you're using the energy from the caffeine to power your workout, and then that way kind of cancel each other out. But if you're in the middle of the day and you take 300 milligrams of caffeine and you're not really doing much computer work specifically, you're going to get a really up high, but then you're going to have a really big crash too. Chris, I know you drink energy drinks because you work physical labor, and it's a little different there because you're exerting force. But for someone like myself who's on a computer all day long, or somebody out there who has like a corporate job, or maybe is in school, doing that energy drink will give you energy for an hour, maybe 2 hours, but you're going to crash super heavy. And at that point, you have to do another energy drink or take a nap or something. So this product offers you a sustained level of energy. And then kind of segueing into the next part of the product, which is the essential amino acids blend, is a product that I used to take back in the day, which was an EAA product, and it was called All Day You May. And it was basically just essential amino acids that tasted good, that you can drink all day to help your body produce muscle protein synthesis, help enhance muscle protein synthesis, what I meant to say. And this is really important because a lot of times we don't eat all day long like a bodybuilder or like an athlete, because we do have work, we have school, we have a bunch of other things. So having this like insurance policy to make sure that there's always protein stimulating around your body or circulating around your body allows you to maximize muscle protein synthesis. So basically you're growing all day long by taking this product. And that's another thing, is that by offering something at a lower stimulated level, you can do 2 or 3 scoops and be perfectly fine. It's not like with a bang you can only have 1 bang, or with an energy drink you only have 1 energy drink, or even pre-workout you only do 1 scoop. This is something you could take 2 or 3 scoops a day and be completely fine, be completely under the level of recommended daily allowance for caffeine, which is great. And this product offers an essential amino acid complex based off of leucine, or emphasized on leucine, which basically is the one amino acid that is held accountable for 98% of muscle protein synthesis. Leucine has been shown in multiple studies to stimulate muscle protein synthesis, the highest out of any branched chain amino acid, and with all the other amino acids, all the 9 other of the 8 other amino acids, it offers a better ability for your body to produce muscle protein synthesis at the highest level and keep it sustained as well. So that's just another part of the product, another perk. So it's 2 parts of the product: the brain part, and then the body part. That's why we're calling it B3, Buffalo Brain and Body. And it's going to be something you can just take all day long. Like I said, it's going to feed your muscles, it's going to feed your brain. And I'm super excited to start taking it regularly, even though I have been with the samples, but I'm going to be going through bottles like crazy. And it's going to have a delicious flavor. It's going to be awesome, and I'm super excited to get into it.
Yeah, definitely super stoked for it to come out. Like I said, we have been eating up the samples here, and I mean, it works. It's something that is not only backed by science, but I mean, it's just you can physically see and tell a difference in yourself. Taking it for a week, you see the improvements and the enhancements that it has on your day-to-day life. From like I said, clearing up that brain fog, or even enhancing or recovering of the muscles with the essential amino acid blend that it also comes with.
For sure. And I also wanted to add this too, like, it's a great product to do when you're on a cut or when you're on a low calorie diet, because it offers the essential amino acids, which are basically protein broke down into its final form. So it'll be essentially giving your body a little bit of a feeding without having to add any extra calories or any extra things to your diet. There's no sugar, no calories. So it's going to be great in that aspect of things. And it's going to be great because when you're on a cut or when you're trying to lose weight, it's always hard to focus. That's something that I found, and a lot of people will find too. The less energy you're eating, the less energy you're going to have. So this product will help you not only keep your brain smart, keep your body on point, but it'll help you focus when you're trying to cut weight, trying to get down. And that's a lot of guys out there that are watching this video are going to be in that spot where they're like, I want to drink something that doesn't have a lot of calories, that can kind of feed me, and I like essential amino acids, but it feeds my muscles, but I'm still tired. Obviously, I don't want to keep drinking caffeine. So this is the product for you. There's so many applications to this product, and that's why we did it, is because there's a giant market for this type of stuff. Nootropics are up and coming. They're still new. People are still, pounding them with research and whatnot. So we're super excited to jump into that. But other than that, that's all we have for right now in terms of supplements. We do have a product that we're working on that probably will come out towards the end of the year. We can jump on that real quick. But other than that, what else, Chris?
Just one more thing about the nootropic real quick is like I personally am currently trying to limit my calories, so as far as like my body does get fatigued throughout the day because I'm someone who works in the manual labor field, so I'm physically exerting energy all day. However, this nootropic allows me to feed my muscles without intaking extra calories that I don't necessarily need right now because I am trying to cut weight. I think it's huge. I think, like I said, it has many uses, and I think you guys are really gonna love it. As far as that new product, are you talking about the
yes? So we're trying to work on a pill that would be a post-workout pill. There's not really a lot of post-workout pills out there. We're not too entirely sure what we want to do. We are gonna have some essential amino acids in there because that's a product that I find that's really important, especially if you're working out at your max capacity. But it'll be something with that'll elevate hormones in the body post-workout. That'll help muscle protein synthesis be turned on at the highest level possible with some essential amino acids. So it's going to be like a pop one pill sort of thing and then be done. But as we pipeline these things in the next couple weeks, hopefully we'll be able to unravel the future stuff to come, and then bigger and better things as the years continue. But
yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we're constantly over here working at Water Buffalo, trying to think of different things that could, help us, help you. We're always trying to grow. We're always trying to think big, think bigger picture. Hopefully one day we're going to have a facility of our own,
100%.
And the thing is just like, you gotta just find what you want to do. You gotta find what you're passionate about and you just got to chase it, So, I mean, we can continue making supplements, we can continue, working on physical training and workout plans, all that, it's just really just finding that market, staying in that market, and just continuing to feed it,
Definitely. And that's the thing I wanted to kind of segue into the next part of this conversation. But just to show you guys like what we're about here is I found that in the fitness industry, there's so many companies competing for like one spot. And instead of just trying to compete for that one spot, we're taking the other route and we're going like, okay, everyone's trying to do this. Everyone's trying to make the same shit. Let's do something different. And that's why with the future apparel and for the future videos and everything we do is like different. Like it's not like what you see on Instagram and or YouTube or whatever. And that's not to disrespect anyone's hustle. Obviously it's hard in any type of fitness avenue. There's so much competition. But that's why like we kind of pivoted to doing the weird things like the WTF Workout Wednesdays, the crazy competitions, the fucking crazy workouts, the flying to Miami to get a lift in, because it's all a part of what we believe, and what I believe is the most fun thing to do in fitness is not just to do the same boring fucking 3 sets of 10, fucking every day, the same exercise, same workout. We do different shit. We go out and fucking run on the beach. We fucking box here. We do like a plethora of things. Obviously we have a base of what we do every week in terms of like our workouts and whatnot, but we change it up. I change it up almost every single day on what I do. But that's like kind of what I want to jump in with the apparel. We got some new stuff coming out probably, or by the time this podcast is out, it'll be ready to launch. Where we're coming out with some short shorts, which are not really done in the fitness industry that much anymore. A lot of people like to focus on just mainstream shorts, and honestly, not a lot of people even offer shorts, which is cool. We're going to do short shorts. We're going to do stringer tank tops. But also we have some other stuff. When Chris starts to unroll his personal brand, we'll do some, customized apparel and just fucking a lot of stuff like the Kill All Pedophile stuff, just wacky stuff, cool designs, things that are going to catch people's eyes. And I think that all started off with the Freedom tank tops that I dropped last year during Labor Day. And those did really well. That was the first time that Water Buffalo ever sold out of merchandise. I still have original pieces that I bought from other t-shirts that just have our logo on there, but those were the first time that I had sold out of my original investment, which is really cool. And I think that moving forward, there's going to be a lot more room for cool apparel, different apparel, and I'll let Chris take it away and see what his ideas are for the future and what he thinks about the current state of our apparel.
Yeah, I totally agree in the sense that I think that here at Water Buffalo and this brand specifically, we do a lot of different things. We do things that a lot of brands and people aren't doing, like coming out with the Kill All Pedophile shirt. That's not something you see. Yeah. It's a little bit of a bold shirt. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
But I think our people like that. I think it's something interesting and something keeps people on their toes. You're never knowing what to expect. We're going to be coming out with new shirts, new shorts, like he was just saying. All which are going to be super dope, super great material, and you guys are really going to love that. I personally plan on starting something myself, a little branch off of this company, and hopefully we'll collab and have some other material coming out for you guys as well. But we are constantly working on new stuff. I would just say that we're trying to always find unique workouts, unique outfits, anything that's different. We here, I feel like we strive in being different, as far as like the WTF workout Wednesdays, the merch that we have, how we just, we're a family, we train every day, we push each other, and we're constantly just paddleboarding back and forth, different ideas, and it's really how great things start.
Yeah, 100%. And for a little while, it was taking me some time to find people that fit the niche and fit what I wanted, and even just bringing some people in, because I feel like Chris before this didn't really think anything about the fitness industry and doing something in his own thing. But once we got together and started talking and doing shit together, just one thing led to another. And that's what's the great thing about this brand is, like, we're welcome to any ideas, anybody that wants to come in and talk about different things, talk about ideas, because we're still obviously a new brand. And up until about the beginning of this year, I was pretty much just trying to do everything on my own. But now that I have more people in on the pool and just getting different ideas, different things, everything will come to life. And that's the next thing that I wanted to get into, is potentially in 2022, at the end of the year, getting into finding our own facility, which would be really, really cool, because we do have a little home gym right now where we kind of do our thing and take our videos and whatnot. But for the future, we definitely are interested in coming out with a different area where we can all congregate together. What do you think about that, Chris?
I think it's going to be huge, and I think it's definitely going to happen. We're basically going to try to make like a home base, for Water Buffalo. We're going to have a place that people can come, work out and train, shoot videos, come and just talk. If you want to come sit down at our facility, have a podcast, have a talk, whatever the case may be, we're always open. The doors will always be open, and we're always accepting of new people, new members, all that. I just want to stress, like people out there maybe that are unsure of how to take the first step in the fitness industry, or how to start, getting in shape or anything like that. It's never too late to start, first and foremost. And then secondly, I would say that it's ideal to take like an imperfect action. You know what I'm saying? It's like, even if you're not doing it 100% correctly, try something. If you want to start losing weight, or if you want, just ask questions, come to us, DM us. We're free and always welcome to talk to new people and to educate anyone who is curious to know anything about our company, or just about fitness, health, anything, nutrition in general. We're open. We're always open to that.
100%. And with the whole facility stuff, depending on what we do, I have a little bit of a strategy on how I think I'm going to get to this facility. But we'll hopefully be able to have something where we have a powerlifting type of area, a bodybuilding type of area. And when I mean area, I mean like people that go there for that sole reason, and like a boxing, combat sports type of place. Because what I found is what I want out of this brand is not only to invite everybody from all areas of fitness. Obviously, at the end of the day, we're welcome to anyone coming by, whether you've worked out one day or 10 years. We don't discriminate towards you, obviously. But what we want, or what I want essentially, is to have a area where all people from all areas of fitness, different areas of fitness, can come together and just fucking do cool fucking shit. Because like I said, and like I was saying earlier, and like I always say, it's fucking boring sometimes to do the same workout all day long. And unless you're trying to be a professional bodybuilder, professional powerlifter, professional boxer, more than likely you doing the same shit is just going to bore you out and tire you out. There's obviously a small percentage of the population that is super into what they do, and even them, we would love to welcome them to the Water Buffalo gym or whatever area we decide to have, because it's cool to, like, you know, up until last year, I had done boxing since I was like 16, kind of like behind the closed doors. I never really put much out there of myself. And I've always been doing bodybuilding since I was like 14 or 15 years old. And then I got into powerlifting, and I was like, this is fucking cool too, because I'm lifting heavy weight. I'm doing stuff, pushing my body literally to the limit of pushing, exerting force. And just getting to know those people, it's a whole different type of community. The whole boxing community is a whole different type of community. The bodybuilding community is a whole different type of community. And just kind of bringing everybody together and showing that, like, hey, dude, like, you're a boxer, but you might benefit from training like a bodybuilder sometimes, because, you know, let's just say the fear factor of your opponent. Is he going to fear you if you look like fucking shit when you walk into a fight, or is he going to fear you if you come in there looking like a bad fucking, you know what I mean? Different areas like that. And there's the bodybuilders, like, dude, I fucking hate doing cardio for 45 minutes on the Stairmaster every day. Let me fucking try boxing a little bit. Let me try, you know, whatever. Or even the boxer that's like, I want to get stronger. And how do you get stronger? Nowadays, you know, back in the day, people used to be scared of lifting weights, but now we're seeing all this different stuff. In one of the previous podcasts, I spoke to a golf coach, Aaron Dexheimer. He's talking about how now professional golfers are working out 6 days a week. Like, back in the day, you would see a golfer, you would never think working out and golfing, like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? He's like, no, now we force them to work out, because not only does it make their game better, let them hit the ball further. That's just logical science. The more force you have, the more force you can be able to produce. But it gets your mind right. And, you know, bringing into different aspects of life, a lot of times boxers wouldn't lift weights as much, and they would just train for boxing. But there's a component to weightlifting that allows your body and brain to function better. It has to do with muscle protein synthesis and the different hormones you exert when you're trying to build muscle that also help your brain function better. So just having a spot in an area where people can try new things, try different things with professional coaches or coaches that know that field well will be really cool for myself to see, and also be really cool for people that are a part of the family to see and do as well.
Yeah, definitely. Like you were just saying though about how the brain benefits from working out itself, and I would totally agree. It's like, I think anything that's good for your muscles is good for your brain. You know, lifting weights is obviously beneficial to muscle growth, but I also think that it's beneficial for mental clarity and just improvement of brain function in general. Another thing I wanted to touch up on that you said was just the welcoming of all the different communities. You know, it's like, I had said previously, it's like we really are a family, you know what I'm saying? And there's billions of people in this world, and there's plenty of people to market to. No matter if you're a bodybuilder, power lifter, boxer, you know, it really doesn't matter. We can all come together. We can all, you know, train at the same gym, train at the same area, you know, give each other notes, like you were saying, you know. Sometimes, you know, a boxer might want to do a bodylifter routine, or a bodylifter wants to switch it up and do a boxing cardio. You know, it's like everyone can share, and everyone can benefit off of each other.
Definitely, and that's what I've found from even just the small team of guys we have now, is like, people, when we do the boxing nights and having people around, like, people really enjoy that type of stuff, and they never would have known about it if they didn't have, and I'm not trying to like boost my ego or whatever, but if they didn't have me showing them the basics, they would have never found out that they enjoyed it. And it's sometimes it's intimidating for people, but it's really not that difficult when you break down all these sports into what you know. When you know a lot about something, it's not hard to communicate this information. But
yeah, dude, it's crazy though. Just real quick, it's like before even, you know, knowing anything, like I was not a boxer, you know, but I came here, I started working out, and you know, then I started boxing, and now it's like something that I genuinely enjoyed doing. You know, it's like something not only that clears my mind, but it's like it's a great cardio. It's just great all around work. You know, great training. We go to the beach, and like you said, we box on the beach, and that's one of my favorite things to do. You know, you're out there, peaceful, beautiful scenery. You know, and it's like you're putting in work, but you're doing something different. You know, it's unique. You're switching it up, and that's always good.
Definitely, and it's not only limited to the three that we were talking about. Like anybody who's into any type of sports is obviously welcome. But just to hit on the last point about the gym, we also, or I have an idea of doing different events as much as we can on the weekends and having people out. You know how we do the Buffalo barbecues here at my house, just doing those out there. You know, getting together with local, maybe food trucks or different people that do food stuff. And kind of bringing all that into, because obviously a big part of fitness is food, and we all like to eat cheap meals and fucking do crazy things, eat a lot of food after a good workout. So just incorporating that aspect of things. So aside from like the serious part of why we start a gym or start a facility where we have all our stuff at, is to offer like a sense of community and a sense of fun. You know, fight night, watching the fights at the gym, having people around for crazy competitions, you know, even doing some competitions for fun, potentially depending on what we get into and how we get to what we have, doing some amateur stuff or some powerlifting meets or bodybuilding shows or even like small charity event for boxing and whatnot. There's so much potential for that. And by the time we're ready for that, our brand will be big enough to where we can have, you know, the manpower to do all those type of things.
Yes, definitely. I would totally agree. And you know, that just circles back one more time to just the whole family aspect of this brand. You know, we do want to get the facility, you know, not only to improve our brand and to improve, you know, our training, but it's like to have that sense of community where people can come just to hang out. You know, it's like you don't have to come to work out, you know, come to vibe, you know, come to talk. It's like 100%. We want that, you know, we want that safe place for people to, you know, be able to stop by, watch a fight, you know, like you were just talking about.
Definitely. And then we'll switch over to the last part of things, circling back to the beginning of the brand, which would be like the online training programs and whatnot. We kind of put those on a hold, not because we don't want to do them. It's just it takes a lot of time to make these things. And I personally have put together something that I just haven't had time to truly go in there and fix it. But once we kind of weather the storm with what we got going on here, find a good time to create the content for those type of things. We already started on one of them with somebody that we partnered with, Sergio, for a powerlifting program. But we definitely still want to offer those. And there's some different online platforms that are now starting to roll out applications where you can, instead of having to go online, you can have all these training programs and courses on your phone. So that's something I'm looking into personally, is to getting, it wouldn't be a Water Buffalo app, but it would be an app through one of these training or these online learning facilities or learning platforms, and be able to, you know, bring it straight to your phone, which would be really cool. And I think it'll be game changing for those programs as well. A lot of people have enjoyed it. I think there's like still 30 or 40 people that are still actively using it per week, which is really cool, which is the original training program. And we have about 230 some members, people who have joined the program, which is awesome and great. And the workouts on there are different. They take the typical bodybuilding split and we'll literally break it down into things you have never even heard of before. So if you haven't checked that out and you want a training program, make sure to go check that out on our website, of course. But just, you know, that in the future, and then when we get a facility or when we get an area where we can call our own, hopefully be able to offer different types of coaching and training, not just for people that are getting into the gym, but potentially people that are in that intermediate to beginner to intermediate area where they don't know what they like and how to do these things. Let's say, for example, boxing, offer classes and different stuff, seminars and whatnot for people to learn about these things. And not only for the money aspect of things, obviously we need to make money, but just to help share knowledge. I have a shit ton of knowledge, and I don't mean to be egotistical, but I have so much knowledge on the diet and nutrition part of things. I'm trying to constantly learn not only in how to change your body, but how to get yourself ready for competitions in terms of boxing matches, powerlifting, all of these type of things that is not difficult when you take the research and break it down into simple terms. But for people that don't have the time or don't have the desire to go out and do all the research and look at all these things, kind of give them the information that they can get by just listening to either me or Chris or somebody that we have in the future, being able to put this information across.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just wanted to touch up on that training program. I mean, I was personally one of the people who had went through the whole training program, and it is very unique. It is different. And for someone who maybe just trying to start to get into the gym or something like that, and you go into the gym, you might not know what you want to work out that day or what exercises you want to do for that muscle group that day. This program just allows you literally to go on your phone, go on Safari, and it literally gives you what you should do every day for a 5-day week. It gives you the workouts, it gives you the sets, it gives you the reps, it gives you even the percent of your max of what weight you should be using. So I mean, it's a very useful tool for someone who might walk into the gym and be, confused or just overwhelmed, not knowing what workout to go first or anything like that. It is very useful. So I would definitely go check that out.
100%. And kind of tying up the podcast, as we kind of broken down every single part of our business model and our business right now. Obviously, there's going to be different things that we come out with, different cool things and different little, teaser stuff, smaller products and whatnot. But overall, we really just want to offer the best for people out there, offer some area/space where people can really feel affinity with. It started off as just a one-shot product, and now it's grown to a point where I didn't even think I was ever going to get into supplements, but now I'm fully indulged into trying to make that happen and make it big. But there's a lot of other stuff coming that we don't even know about. I'm sure there's going to be a shit ton of opportunities and shit ton of things that we couldn't even tell you now because we don't even know. But that's the beauty of doing it. And when anyone out there that's watching that wants to start their own brand or business or whatever it might be, as somebody who started this, I highly recommend to go out there and just do different things. Before I even did this, I started working for a startup company in cold brew coffee. Before that, I worked for a meal prep company. And those are just startup meal prep companies. So those are just two things that I did that didn't really transfer any of their knowledge over here, but the energy and how to do things and how to approach things and putting in the work, all that stuff you learn from experience. So if you are out there watching this podcast and you're like, dude, I want to start a fucking graffiti company where I make, custom graffiti t-shirts or bottles or whatever it might be, I highly recommend sharpening your skills. And while you do so, go out there and work for something that's, go intern somewhere for a couple hours a week if you're in school or whatever it might be, or ask people questions about their business and reference this podcast so you can see where our minds are thinking and in the future see how that can apply to yourself. It doesn't take a shit ton of money to start a business nowadays. So once you want to grow, it obviously takes a lot of money, and we're realizing that now. But when you're starting something, it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. Everything is pretty much free online nowadays. It's free to start an Instagram account. It's free to learn whatever the fuck you want to learn about. So if you have that desire, that passion, take the time, try it out, learn from people. Smart people learn from their own mistakes, but intelligent people learn from people's mistakes, other people's mistakes. So learn from other people's mistakes, see where people failed, and take that knowledge and push it into whatever you want to do. And eventually you'll become successful. You might get lucky and become successful overnight, which is fantastic. More than likely, you're going to be working for a long time and taking a lot of things in that you probably don't want to have to take in. But it's worth it, and it's fun. And at the end of the day, you're able to look back and see I made a lot of progress. So,
yeah, just to wrap it up here from my end as well, I just wanted to touch up on what Matt just said. And it's like, if you're passionate about something or you feel as though you have a passion towards a certain thing, I would 100% just go out there and chase it. Can learn from other people, learn from yourself, learn from your mistakes, just do the research, what I'm saying, get that knowledge, and, don't stop chasing it if you're really passionate about it, because you will find fulfillment in it some way or another. One final thing too, that me and Matt here, we were talking about doing for the business, and we would like to start doing like a raffle.
Yes, 100%. That's like one of the things I was kind of getting to, like in terms of like different things. Like we have another product coming out that's going to be a little keychain scooper. But yeah, Chris can get into that, and then we'll hopefully launch that when this podcast comes out, which will be in about a week.
Okay.
So.
So yeah, what we're looking to do right now is just something fun for the viewers and for our followers on social media. We'll do like a raffle where, you know, once every other week or once a month, we will put together a package of, you know, an X amount of dollars worth of merchandise via, you know, a couple shirts, a buff sauce, you know, whatever the case may be. It'll be like a mystery box type of package, and, you know, you pay X amount of dollars for entry into the raffle, and then we'll go on a live, or we'll go on social media and we will announce a winner. I think it'll be something cool. It'll be something fun, you know, and it'll give you a chance to win some stuff for, you know, a significantly lower price than what you would purchase everything for separately. So
yeah, 100%. We definitely have a lot of stuff that we want to be able to give to you guys, and as we grow more, we hope to be able to do more giveaways and give more things out as much as we can. Obviously, as a small business, we have to be smart with what we put our money, but it's all about giving back. You know, if I had all the money in the world from rich parents or an investor at this point, I would love to be giving away free T-shirts for people, you know, giving their effort towards, you know, loving our brand. There's a lot of people that show us a lot of love, and they show us a lot of love without even having with paying for our stuff, which I really appreciate. Because as Chris knows, and as some of you guys might not know, all of the stuff that we take in, all the profits, all the different things that we do with our financial stuff with Water Buffalo is literally being reinvested back into the business so we can come out with cooler products for you guys. So if you're watching this video and you're like, you want to support us, you want to make sure that we succeed, don't only buy our stuff because you think that's going to help us out financially, but buy it if you believe in the brand. You're putting money into essentially a portion of the brand, because everything that we make does not go into my pocket or Chris's pocket or fucking Lawrence's pocket or whatever the fuck. Every single dollar that gets made in this company goes right back into making other cool fucking shit. So that's why we always push the sales, not only for ourselves, but we want to see this company grow. And by being able to create a pool of money where it's not even like a thing where we're taking out and paying people, obviously, it's more of a collection fund. So every dollar, every T-shirt, every buff sauce, every future product you spend, if this makes you feel closer to the brand, just know that you're contributing back to something greater coming. So
definitely.
But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. We appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and follow Chris on Instagram too. Make sure to check out all of the other stuff we have on waterbuffalotm.com. Thank you guys for tuning in to another Buff Talk. For Chris Trevino, I'm Old School Matt. Have a great rest of your night.
Yep, take it easy, guys. Thank you.
Hey guys, thank you guys for checking out this video. Make sure to go check out all of our other podcasts, Buffalo Barbecues, our Buffalo workouts, and also a slew of other things, including challenges and whatnot. So make sure to check out all of these different things. Thank you guys for watching. I am Old School Matt here, and this is Water Buffalo TM. Peace.